So I decided to build a small tank. Mainly my idea was for going exploring outside while sitting in the house. I can also go at night because it's going slow. It's hard to fly the drones at night and go slow and not hit things. Um, yeah, so I bought this small tank chassis you have to put together. No instructions. It was a pain. I'll skip all that part. But there's a lot of parts, a lot of screws, and no instructions. But so I end up using a Sabertooth Dual ESC, so it can control both motors, and it has an option on it that for a mixer, so that you can use throttle and a steering wheel instead of one stick controls left motor power and one stick controls right motor power. So it makes it hard to kind of go straight and hold the sticks like both at 70%. This way it makes it easy. Modern tanks are like that now. They have steering wheels and a throttle. I used AKK's 3-watt video transmitter. Figured I'd get more penetration for driving around in the house, going outside, looking through the building and everything. It works, but I mean, it is analog, so your picture's not perfect, but I'm just exploring to have fun. So I didn't bother putting DJI or walk snail or HD0 in it. I did use an ESLR 2.4 gigahertz receiver. They get good range, decent penetration. Obviously, Crossfire would have did better, or ESLR 900. I have both those, but I decided to just go with this. I added FPV to it. It's on a servo. I mounted the servo on the top instead of in the servo hole. One, because I didn't want the lid closing on the battery if I decided to use a big battery, which I bought a decent sized battery. It's a Ratel 2 camera, works great at night and daytime. The servo's a 360 servo, so I can turn and look all the way behind me. Everything mounted up there. I mount everything inside. It has the bottom of the chassis, so I can mount all the electronics inside. I just have the antennas sticking up, and then the camera sticking up. This way the camera's high enough that when I look behind me, I can see better. It's not like close to the body, and you can't really see behind you well. And you can see the wheels, the suspension. The wheels go up, with the suspension. It's supposed to help, with traction and everything. I had to make some modifications because when it would go up an incline or certain things, the back sprocket wheel, the back wheel on the suspension can go back far enough that it would hit and rub the sprocket, and then the tank would have trouble making it up things. So I put a nut there so the rear suspension can't travel very far. It also can't go all the way down, but it can't travel as far up, so it doesn't hit the sprocket no more.
Contact. Enemy patrol dead ahead. Target approaching from the east.
I like that it's small and it fits under things, but also being small, the motors are really weak. It has trouble making it over thing and up hills and stuff, but it does run over an hour only using half the battery. I stopped at 3.81 volts and it ran over an hour. I haven't tested it longer because, well,